Hey everybody, this is Michael and it is April 22nd going on to the 23rd. We're walking through the same parking lot where way over yonder, many years ago, we had one of our first videos. Not the first video, but one of on Avi. This was before I went to Poland. This was, let's see, what year was it? I was young. I was 18 years old. Now I'm 27. Turning 28 in 9 months. 2016, that was certainly 2016, and that was right around this time as well. I can't recall the exact timing, but it could have been April. And I was in this city that I am right now, the township, because there was an Airbnb, and at the time I was sleeping on a couch, and it wasn't good at all. I'm experiencing some neck pain right now, which reminds me of the neck pain I felt for the 2-3 weeks, however long I was there. It was not the greatest experience in the world. Didn't really have money. Well, a lot has changed looking at it now into the future. Didn't have a credit score, which that was different because I certainly have a credit score now. I have a long history. Not great, but I remember we had a lot of new beginnings when I first started sleeping on the couch there. And I walked through this parking lot a couple times, which is a fair distance away from the apartments where I lived at. And now, ironically, I live at the same apartments where that journey started. So I moved out after the couple of weeks. I moved back in with my parents. Then I moved in with my buddy in a different town, Evanston. I love it. I still go there frequently. That was just for the summer. Moved back in with my parents. I tried moving out multiple times, and I think only the 4th or 5th time actually was like full on. The first time was a freaking disaster. It was a couple days. I had no idea what I was doing. Just turned 18, or might have been still 17 or something. I don't know. It wasn't great. We've learned our lesson, and a lot has happened since then. I moved to Poland. I got into cryptocurrency long before I ever even moved to the couch. I was interested in Dogecoin and a lot of things, but I really fully, seriously got into cryptocurrency when I went to Poland, and I lived there for 4 years. And then I came back to America, and I've been in sales for the past couple of years. And that's been quite the adventure. Now I'm at Aston Martin, so I'd say in terms of car sales, it's not your typical car sales. It's kind of the upper echelon there, but there's certainly a higher level, of course, when you're talking hypercars. Now, thankfully, Aston Martin does make hypercars. I'm not allowed to sell the Aston Martins just quite yet. I'm rather new, and we're still figuring things out. I'm almost done with college here, and I'm trying to figure out if I even like this state. But compared to the individual I was many years ago, back then I was single, obviously, didn't have anything going for myself. Now I've been married for 2 approaching 3 years. I've known my partner for over 5 years. I don't have kids, and I don't plan on having kids. I really don't want kids. I don't want pets. I don't want anything that requires a lot of responsibility. But I feel this year is going to be different than last year. It is undoubtedly the worst financial year in my life. Since I've really moved out. It is also one of the most brutal years I've had, but thankfully, I do believe we're moving forward in a couple of ways. One is I began losing weight, and we're starting our weight loss journey again. I can now proudly say we're over the 10-pound mark since I hit a plateau. The most I've ever weighed was 365 or something like that. So we're at 323 right now, and I've been stuck in the mid 330s for the longest time. 335, 336. I remember not too long ago, 339. But we are proudly, as of today, 323, and each day, going on walks and just trying to get my mind open. David Goggins was a huge fan of running. Obviously, I can't really run at my weight just yet. We've tried, it hurts, but we're walking. When I do have free time, I'm signed up for the gym. I swim, but it's not so much the calories that are burnt. It's more the time that I get to spend with myself. Like Goggins, I don't want to listen to music. I listen to music in the car, but I don't want to listen to music when I'm going on these walks. This is the first time I've decided to just walk in this parking lot, because usually I do it around my community or in a park or something, which, by the way, it kind of sucks because in Europe you have so many parks that are open late at night. Here you get the police showing up and wondering if you're a criminal or what, and even this would be considered sketchy, walking through an old, well, not old, but rather quiet parking lot late at night, they might wonder, what are you doing? So I'm not straying too far from my vehicle, but it's more so done just to be with myself, to try and learn a little bit more about myself and this journey of self-development. We have started it again, and hopefully this time we'll actually stick with it. I haven't read books in a long time, so this week was a first. I actually read 20 pages, and I hopefully will continue that. We really want to knock out education, just get that college degree done. We're almost at the very end of it. It's kind of the toughest classes, I guess you could say now. I'm focused on work, trying to learn a product, trying to become a better salesperson, because ultimately I do see an opportunity there to hit six figures. We're far away from that right now. We're basically making minimum wage times the amount of hours I'm there, as in the sales business called hitting draw. It's not great, but I'm a newbie at this store. Just started this month, so now we're 3 weeks in. Oh, and they shut off the additional lights there. But goal I have for myself is hopefully in the next couple of months here, we're able to visit, my old home in Poland. We're hopefully able to visit Poland in the next couple of months, because it's been 3 years since I've been abroad, and I really miss that. I really miss flying. I really miss Europe and a lot of the culture and food and so many things about it. But that is a big goal for myself. Obviously, financially, we have to be in a better place a couple months from now than we are in today. But I do hope that by summer, or at least at minimum by fall, we're able to make a nice vlog there. I started a business sort of last year, not really a business, more like a hobby, but a hobby that I was trying to monetize. I put $400 into a digital asset. The digital asset basically doubled in size, even more so, and was worth $850, maybe even $900 right now. It still exists, but I no longer have control over it. Reddit basically screwed me out through copyright, and it was an expensive lesson, but we certainly learned from that, and now we know how to protect myself from that side of the social media game. We started a TikTok recently, and that is growing very steadily, but it is small, and I'm kind of excited. It is more related to cars, but this year is the year of learning for social media, for business, for sales, for weight loss. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? We're learning a lot of lessons. Oh, looks like the ambulance and fire trucks are on their way somewhere. I just wanted to post this because we haven't been posting a lot recently, but know that in the background there is a lot going up in here. I've been trying to figure out what to do with this channel, and I know it's a personal channel, but it wasn't great posting a lot of negative things, so that's kind of why I've been holding off. But I do also want to be real. I want to be transparent. And ultimately, I am interested in business and personal finance and cryptocurrency. I want to combine all of that alongside the personal side of it and share stories, share, what mistakes to avoid. So hopefully your life's a little bit better. And with that, I think I am finally kind of guiding myself. Okay, where should I be over the next couple of months here? And I'm pretty excited, because hopefully once I figure that out, we're going to start posting content on the regular, and hopefully we're able to improve our lives together, I guess. So we shall see. As I tell my friends, we shall see what happens. Number one thing is just get out there and do it, even if it's not going to be perfect. Figuring things out, we're basically winging it. And that's also ties into sales. One of the best qualities of a salesperson is just problem solving without really a lot of direction, because each day is going to be completely different. And if there is one thing, whether I stay in sales or not, if there is one thing that I will always take, it's that. Business, life, there's always going to be challenges, and no matter how hard you plan, there's going to be a lot of crazy, wrenches that were thrown right at your plan by life, and you have to figure it out. And the person who's going to be waiting for direction is unfortunately going to fail. I've been through a lot of failure, and hopefully with the struggle, we're getting stronger, I guess. I sense it. At least that's the hope. Maybe I'm going crazy, who knows? But I hope a year from now, we're in a much better position. We've taken greater control of my life, and number one, financially stabler. That's the number one thing, so we can invest and show investments on this channel, because I'm super excited about that. But with that said, that was a little update, I guess. Life rambles from just another Joe walking this planet. So thanks for watching. Have a great one, and take care.